I'm sitting on my patio table and chair because a storm is coming, or so they say. You are not very moved by it since you've had Uranus in your sign since 2018. You're in the midst of the storm all the time. And at this point you wonder, maybe it's time someone else says the right thing, does the right thing, be the bigger person, behave more maturely, show up despite the difficulty, pull through the challenges, instead of me. Maybe instead of you having to fight through and break through the hurricane around you to make sure that everyone else is safe and to try to pull down anything or anyone that is being flown and circulated by these energies, and help them ground. Yes, you have the energy and the strength, superhero-like strength, to be able to do that for yourself and for others in the midst of an ongoing storm. But why should you? 8 of Skulls, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the Vampire Tarot. Why should you? That is the real question. Because 8 of Pentacles in the upright is a lot of investment, a lot of work, a lot of energy being put into something in a very diligent, humble manner. Sometimes sacrificial, but for a higher purpose. In the reverse, it can either be the complete opposite or the even extra extremism of it. Extremity. You're wearing yourself too thin, Taurus, energetically. Yes, you might have the scheduled time to do all those things. Maybe you have the mental capacity, the physical strength. But what you can't necessarily witness is the energy levels that are being depleted. In turn, when energy levels are depleted, you have less energy for manifestation, for success, for things to follow through, for simple luck, finding that parking spot, being in the right time, in the right place, meeting the right people. Those things, luck, are a result of energy level. So because you are so 3D strong, right? Mentally, emotionally, and physically, it's incredible. The power of Taurus is, you can't compete with it. Not a Capricorn, not an Aries, no one can compete with the 3D power of a Taurus. You are the strongest sign on all levels. You have the most capacity for pain, tolerance, patience, capacity for physical pain, capacity for emotional pain, capacity even for spiritual pain, mental pain. You are Gaia, you are Earth. You carry all of this ecosystem and all the creatures walking upon it on your entire skin. So you are very accustomed since existence to just know that you can handle it. And you're like, okay, I can handle it. They can't handle it. There needs to be an equilibrium. So if they're not doing and I won't be doing, there won't be an equilibrium. I have to fill up the void that they are creating by not doing what is their job to do, what is their turn to do, whatever, in any field, right? And short term, you are correct. If you look at it from a higher perspective, you might be sacrificing yourself, but in the short run, okay, there's a deficiency here. You have the capacity to pull you to do yours and theirs. You fill the void. Okay, equilibrium is sustained. I'm sorry. But in the long term, your entire system is being depleted, and when you lose it, when you collapse, and it will hit you like that in a minute, you won't even know it's coming. I'm not saying that that's what's happening in June. I'm just warning you, this is a long game type of reading I'm picking up already, even though it's a reading for June, but this is something you really need to hear at all times. If you continue doing that, playing that short-term game of constantly regaining equilibrium and sustaining it at your expense, you'll feel like, yeah, I'm okay, I can still go. Yeah, I'm okay, I can still go. Because mentally you just know you can't, right? You have that inner knowing. Your body can go on for God knows how long. The capacity of Taurus to keep going, right? So you will continue until the end, not knowing that the end is right around the corner. Yes, there will be warning sign that in retrospect you would notice that you missed out on, but then it's too late. Not too late for your entirety or your being, of course not, but it will take years to heal from that. Not decades. An incredible amount of healing and energy work, because your energy levels have been depleting. And it's unseen, right? Especially when you have so much that can compensate for it on other layers of existence. The physical, the emotional, the mental, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, when the energy depletes, it takes everything collapsing with it. And then where's Taurus? And everyone is in shock because Taurus is always available. Even when you guys are not available, you are available. Not because you're lesser. Lesser people will often confuse you always being available for you being lesser, right? Because you always show up for them and for things. So you must think of them as very highly, and you must be like of a service, right? Like a servant of some sort. It couldn't be farther from the truth. It's because you have such high value and you know how important you are and you know your responsibility to the equilibrium of everything. So you match people's voids. You gotta stop. You gotta let them pull the weight. Oh, it means that they won't do it? Okay. So in the short term, there might be imbalance, yeah. But in the long term, if you maintain yourself strong, then there will always be balance in your environment, in your family, in your romance. The world needs to understand that it can't keep stepping over Taurus. It's a difficult thing to fathom because, well, animals, plants, humans, everyone is stepping over the planet, Gaia, Earth. How can they not then? How can you expect them to do something that they've been doing for millennia? Well, right now the Earth is splitting, frequencies are rising, and things will never be the same energetically. And no, people who can't fly will not be able to keep sustaining themselves by stepping over the Earth. And in your case, by stepping all over you. You can't take that journey away from them, Taurus. You can't take that growth process away from them. They won't be able to fly when time comes. And these are all analogies. Or is it? Anyway, just kidding. Or am I just kidding? Or am I just kidding? Doesn't matter. Focus on your reading. Let me fix my hair. You gotta be able to be in the void, though. That's the catch. It's very hard for you. You're used to being the energy filler, the constant co-creator, if not the creator. You're gonna have to put your ego aside. 8 of Cups and walk away. Just walk away. I know you don't want to hear it. I know it sucks. I know. You want to fix it. You want to heal it. I know. It's not because you're controlling. It's because you are a creator. That's your nature. People who think Taurus are controlling, they don't understand creation. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse and 8 of Cups. And yes, the void will be big. I know they won't immediately pull through in most cases. I guess it depends on the circumstances, but in most cases, if people are very used to other people filling up the void or picking up their slack or doing the hard work for them, initiating the hard conversation, explaining, doing the mature things, then they don't immediately snap out of it when others don't give them that. It takes them time. First, they pull a tantrum. How come you're not doing for them, giving them, understanding them as much as you have? They've gotten really, really used to you giving them what they're supposed to be giving themselves and to you. And this could be so many people in your life, Taurus. This could apply to so many things. And they will get upset with you because they've developed a sense of entitlement because you did get them used to it. Okay, it's like with my Ophiuchus readings. It was always a bonus. I always do it extra. It's one more video on top of 12 that I already do for free on YouTube every month. And then when I take a break for a month or don't do it, and I don't owe an explanation for anyone for anything, by the way. When I don't do it for a sec, I get like the most entitled, bratty comments. Like, excuse you. No. And yes, I will punish everyone for a few rotten apples and not do Ophiuchus for a while. Yeah, I will. I'm setting an example for you. Reserve those energy levels. What happens if I overdo it and then I lose energy and then I can't do videos at all? What kind of responsibility would that be, right? Then everyone would lose. Apply that. Whatever this is. Just walk away. You don't even have to explain. They didn't bother on explaining. Does the world bother to explain itself to you, Taurus, when they pull their deflective shenanigans? Do they bother to properly explain? Maybe at most they give you some general, not clear here or there type of explanation that leaves them so much room to say, oh, it was a misunderstanding in After Effects. You know, when the explanation is not concise, it's not clear, it's not decisive. People are not dumb. People are not dumb, Taurus. People know what they're writing. They know what they're saying. They know. They know how what they're not saying affects you, others. They know. Often, it's a tactic. It's on purpose to keep things open. Because it makes sense to keep things open with you, right? You'll just stick around and wait. It's not like it's depleting. It's not like you're worried. It's not like you care. And then in turn, they'll say, oh, Taurus, you're being clingy, you're being codependent, you're being needy. What? Why do I need to explain myself to you? And you're like, no, I was genuinely worried. I was genuinely worried. That's it. Thing is, Taurus, you're not their mom. You are genuinely caring, but you can't mother everyone. You can't. It's not healthy for you. Mother some of them. Mother your children's. Children. Mother your students. Mother your team. Don't mother a friend. Don't mother an eye-level family member. Don't mother a parent. Don't mother a partner or a romantic interest. It's a mistake. They don't take it the way you mean it. It will always make them look down on you. Always. Let them ask for it. 9 of Cups in the upright and 2 of Cups in the reverse. So either someone just wants sexual satisfaction without the commitment or the actual relationship and not build anything on top of that and just have the moment's satisfaction and gratification. And hey, if it's mutual and the two of you are into that, great. However, if you weren't informed and you're not into that, make sure to set clear boundaries, right? This is case by case situation. But because this is a reading for June, some of you might discover that about something that you've been dealing with, someone that you've been dealing with, or some of you will enter a situation like that. So, if you're looking for something serious, something meaningful, if you want to build something, make sure to set expectations relatively in the beginning, or to at least ask so there aren't any misunderstandings. Because it seems like a situation, 9 of Cups in the upright, 2 of Cups in the reverse, where someone wants you. Oh, they want you. But they don't really want to do the 2 of Cups thing, right? The mutual loving connection. And again, especially if you're a cross watcher, if it's the other way around, nothing wrong with anything as long as you are upfront and sincere and honest, and then there is a mutual understanding. That's all. Not the space for judgment here. This could be something that seems dreamy, seems amazing, but then when it comes to trying to figure out the mutual foundations, it just kind of slips and not work. And I think all the first portion of this reading, you should probably take note of that and apply that to this thing when it becomes relevant, if it becomes relevant. Because it will help you not stay stuck. Show me more, please, for Taurus for June. Taurus seekers. 4 of Wands. I mean, look at you, you gorgeous mofo. Seriously. Just look. You can have it all. You can have it all. You just need to be way more discerning with your energy. 4 of Wands, it shows that you can definitely achieve what your goal is and have fun in the journey, in the process. Sorry, I'm trying to... I know you think it looks fine. It's just me and my thing. Me and my thing. Just doing my hair thing. So, if a potential relationship falls to the sidelines, or if an existing relationship shows a bit of murky time, either a new one will come in that is very passionate and very receptive and very equal, balanced, 4 of Wands. someone sees you truly, or it somehow gets sorted out. The thing that is being wonky will get sorted out. The High Priestess. Wow. So, beauty meets wisdom. Hooray. But then that beauty and that wisdom is hyper generous and gives from their own wisdom. And then it is taken for granted. Because unfortunately, human beings aren't wise by default. They don't appreciate things. Ego is more dominant in the human experience. It is more dominant for a reason. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying that's how it is. One of its side effects is that people underestimate things like that. So, for those of you who are very good at something, please don't give your work for free unless you're a YouTuber, but then please have other avenues in which you earn money for your work, okay? Please stop with the special discount every other day. You have to honor your energy and your knowledge. Be very selective on who you give advice to. Because when you say something very poignant and wise, and the person in front of you just kind of brushes it off for whatever reason, the energy of it gets depleted and it's no longer yours. It's out of you. It's not being received with dignity or honor. It's being brushed off. You can't blame the person. Everyone is just doing what they're doing. Everyone is just doing what they're doing, Taurus. That's just how it is. Everyone is doing their thing. Welcome to Earth. Everyone is doing their thing. You don't have to like it, but it's just what we have to accept, okay? Everyone is doing their thing. But as soon as you acknowledge that, you'll start being way, way more specific. It's okay to be quiet. In this month of June, Gemini season, so much communication, so much mutable air. It's okay to let the world take on that energy. And for once, you're in the least listening seat. Not because you don't know how to listen, not because you've been yattering. I mean the meaningful stuff. It's okay for you to take a back seat and let someone else say all the wise, mature things. And if they don't, stay in the back seat and just take a nap. Just nap through it. Mercury Retrograde, the last Mercury Retrograde that we just had and are coming out of this month, has been a brain fart for everyone. So I'm not saying be harsh and mean or rigid or unforgiving. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying take a back seat in this conversation, in this situation, and let others wrap their heads around the situation and try to figure it out. And then say one poignant thing here and there in order to keep it going. But don't do the heavy lifting. Don't do the heavy lifting. 7 of Pentacles. And don't obsess over everything that you've already invested in and put so much time and effort in. 9 of Wands. Don't stick through something that isn't necessarily working or fluid just because you already put so much time and energy into. Let go. Let go. Let it be. Let it have a life of its own. Maybe it will come back somehow. Maybe it will grow somehow. Maybe it will suddenly succeed out of the blue, but don't put any more energy into it. Let it circulate. Let the energy kind of do its thing for it. It feels like you already set the foundations for something, and now you're like obsessing. It's like you've already made the cake, now you're putting it in the oven. Now you're just staring at it. Like, staring at it is not going to help. Just take a walk. And 7 of Wands. You got to choose your battles this month, Taurus. You'll be very, very tempted to pick up yet another battle that isn't yours. You've had enough battles. And I know the energies of Uranus, it's like, you know how you feel like? Let me tell you how you feel. You know how animals get when a storm is coming? They get really agitated and uncomfortable, and they flock, or they run, or they start itching or howl. It just makes their entire system on alert. Your entire system is on alert, Taurus, and what you're picking up on is the energies of everything. Okay, and there's a lot going on right now. Frequencies are rising, expanding, broadening. People are forced to have their boundaries stretched to fit into these expanded frequencies, or else they can't survive in this realm. Okay? Two things with completely different frequencies can't coexist. I talk about it all the time. Watch my High Vibe, the truth about frequencies and vibrations. It's on my 13th element playlist. And also you can watch the New Earth Prophecy, also on the 13th element playlist. So you're feeling everyone like trying to figure out where they are in the world. You yourself going through the same thing. You're not exempt, but your senses, you pick up on things physically, right? You're the sign of the senses. You pick it up in your body, right? So it's driving you a bit mad. I'm not laughing at you. It can be maddening, you know? Don't let this person drive you crazy. Don't let this relationship drive you crazy. Don't let these coworkers, these neighbors, this whatever, friends, family, just stick to your guns. Keep on your track. And be in a flow. Don't be resistant. Don't be stagnant. Don't be insisting. The motto for this month is to let go. This is what you can take from this mutable air energy. Just to float with it. The Tower and King of Swords. You're going to get some, there are going to be some disturbing news. You're going to find out something about someone, or you're going to go into a conflict with someone. This could be someone who is very controlling, that has to have the last say, that they feel like their word is the verdict, and you are highly resisting that. And I don't know what the situation is, so I'm not telling you to not resist it. It seems like something that you feel like you have to, so go for it. Stand up to your grounds, protect yourself, stand up to what you know is true for you. This is someone that comes from a completely different type of mindset, a different worldview. So in their eyes, you are crazy and they are correct, and there's no convincing them. So don't even try. Just do what you have to do for yourself and try to get them out of your way. For those of you who are in lasting long-term commitments, I see it being, I see a lot of struggle there. Okay, I see a lot of struggle and reaching the end of the rope. And it's like, okay, there's just no mutual ground here. So for those of you who know you are going towards the direction of an ending, a fallout. It seems like indeed that's where it's going. If you already know that, but you're insisting on sustaining something that is already collapsing, like a house of cards, if you choose to stay there as the bricks collapse, that's on you. If you already know the answer and you choose to stay there and get hurt even more, sometimes, many times, the tower is like, okay, you didn't hear it in the whisper, you're gonna hear it in the shout. You ignored all the red flags, all the signs, all the messages. So now the universe is just gonna do it. It's gonna do it for you. This happened to me before, like a long time ago in a video, where I suddenly focused on the camera and saw that my bra was picking with something, and so I fixed my shirt to hide it. And someone commented, "Ooh, what a intentful tactic to keep us engaged." With everything that I have to say and everything that I know, you really think I need these types of tactics? All I need is my words and my knowledge. The rest is fucking gravy. And if you think that I do that for attention, then you obviously have not been paying attention. I only have two major arcanas here. The Tower and the High... Oh, you want to look at the cards? Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. I'm looking at it with you. 777 8899. 7, 8, 9s in multipliers. I referred to the Tower 16 to also be a 7. That's why I said 3 7s. Anywho, 3 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s. So this is just a confirmation. If you have been dealing with someone for a very long time, and I'm saying this is for those of you who are in committed situations, long-term ones, that are coming to an end. The process of an ending is happening simultaneously for both of you. There's harmony in that. Not necessarily in the connection, but in the ways that you're both going through that journey into, what's the word? Accept. A journey of acceptance to an end. Some of you are staying there just because of the sex. Guys, there's great sex out there. Everywhere. Have it be for you with love and neutrality. You deserve that, okay? You know what? I want to know more about this for a second. Tell me more about this for Taurus. At the end of June, this King of Swords in the Tower. What does Taurus have to stand up for here? An Emperor. This could be a very meaningful patriarchal figure in your life. A husband, a father, a boss, a mentor, an uncle, someone older than you possibly, or that has strong influence on your life, possibly a strong hold, a sense of control in some way, shape, or form. They want something the way they want it, and Taurus, you disagree. I don't, maybe if they're insisting on fighting you on this one, I don't know if they've ever seen you mad. I don't want to be there when you show them, honestly. Some of you are moving out of a living situation. Possibly creating your own place, or Okay. I'm going to continue this reading focusing on your love life as an extended. Link to that is below. It's available on Vimeo and on Patreon. Thank you, my patrons. Thank you to my channel members here on YouTube. Thank you to all my seekers who are tuning in. I love you near and far. Happy June, and I'll see you right now in the extended or elsewhere.